Hello, Cancerians. How are you? Oh, isn't that sweet? Look at the split on the deck. Aw, that's nice. So, my dear Cancerians, welcome to your reading. If you'd like to know why I'm doing a zodiac, you can go to the Aquarian reading, and at the very beginning of it, I talk about why. I just figure I'm just going to do it there, so not to repeat it over and over again. It's kind of a pretty cool story why I'm doing the zodiac. So here I am for you, and this is a special day. So you're getting a free tarot general reading from me, Cindy, and today's my birthday. Well, the day that you're watching this is my birthday. So this is my birthday gift to you. Is this free reading? And we're going to do past, present, and future. So, we're going to start with my energy oracle deck, Cancer. Okay. I hope you guys are doing okay. I do. Because I know Cancerians are very feeling and very emotional people generally. And it's been stressful. And I want to say probably a lot of you are empathic. So you can be affected by a lot of other people's energies. Like if people are really anxious, there's a lot of anxiety going around, like just worldwide. So it's really important to try to stay grounded and focus on what you have for you and what you can do for you, right? Because you can't help others if you can't help yourself first. So let's get started for Cancer. I mean, every one of these readings, I start off so calm and then I get all worked up at some point in it. Let's see where this goes. Okay. Oh, dang it. As I was shuffling and a card kept coming out and I thought, no, I hope not. And I thought, my poor Cancer friends, I hope they're doing okay with everything. This is the card that kept coming up when I was pre-shuffling. It's the underline. So it's okay, it's okay. You know what? This is showing up for a lot of people right now. It's showing up for a lot of people right now. So past, present, and future. That's the energy oracle deck. And then I'm going into my wild unknown animal spirit deck. I'm going to kind of show you a bit at that point of what we have here. The idea for me is doing the past, present, and future energies for you is to kind of see how it resonates. If the past and the present are not resonating with you at all in the underlying, then, you know, don't get too hung up on the reading, and that's probably not for you. But if it is resonating, then, you know, you can think about it. Now, the future too, I wish I'd remembered to say this in every reading, but I hope people know this though. The future is whatever you want to make it, you know. This is how the energy's reading right now. The future, like as the first card that's come out, it does look good. But it's whatever you choose. You know, you can sort of have a destiny, but if you just choose to ignore all the signs and synchronicities and your own gut, then you might not need it. But then you're kind of fighting against yourself. So let's see. I think you guys know. I think Cancer is very intuitive. I'm not even sure if I need to do readings for you. You and Pisces, I probably don't. Scorpio, I do. They won't listen. Well, I don't know. They'd probably be like me. I think that's, yeah. They would probably be fighting with their spirit guides like I do. Like, I don't want to hear that right now. Did you tell me that? Yeah, the underline on this deck is the hyena. Someone's playing both sides of the table here. Huh, interesting. Okay, so I'm just looking at the cards, getting a feel. So the past is door to personal healing and happiness with the shark energy. This is your past energy. This is the past. You know, it's kind of like, I feel like you guys in the past were working on, and now the past can be different for everyone depending on how long ago this is. Generally speaking, what I'm seeing as I've done the readings up to this point, where am I at? Yeah, I'm like, so you're halfway. You're my 6th one. So yeah, you're halfway. 12 divided by 2 is 6. So I am seeing that the past seems to represent kind of where you were before things changed where you are with the virus that's going around. But it can be like a few days ago, it can be a couple weeks ago, however that plays out for you. But generally I am noticing that when coming up this week in these readings, excuse me, the past is kind of talking about the energy that you were likely in before everything changed. And I think that's maybe the reason why, you know, I'm doing the readings this week. It's just to clarify how things are going for you, kind of, you know, how things are playing out, because a lot of stuff kind of got thrown off the rails there for a lot of people. So having said that, your door to personal healing and happiness, it looks like you guys were doing a lot of self-love, self-care, doing what you needed to do to look after yourself. And part of that feels like you're actually looking at things that, you know, were hard to look at in the past. Things that maybe you didn't want to admit before about yourself or about other people and relationships and the dynamic between you and them. Definitely looking like deeper things that needed to be revealed here. And to see that card moving towards door to personal healing and happiness, it really, I mean, that's a really solid, proper way to do that. You can put on your happy face, but at the end of the day, you still have to look inside and try to figure out, you know, what part did I play in this? And I feel like you guys were kind of doing that. And you were opening this door to personal healing and happiness. And it's not to say that that has stopped. I don't think it has. I think it's just like a lot of us, the course has changed a bit here. So in your present energy, you have patience and the bee. You have patience and the bee. This patience card reminds me a lot of the temperance card in the tarot. So it does feel, it is about divine timing. It is about being divinely guided. It is about balance. Like balance is happening here. So it's almost like continuing to keep your balance. You know, the work that you were done in the past is helping you now in this present, even though it's probably not a present that you imagined you would be in, that any of us imagined that we would be in. And with the bee card, it's almost like your creativity is really starting to come through here. I feel like you might feel that it's not coming very quickly, or there's something that you wanted. Maybe it's this healing. You know, maybe you thought that you would be further ahead in the healing process here, and with that, you would be happier. Because we do have anxiety in the hyena at the bottom of the decks. It is almost like this little back and forth that might be going on for some of you. Like one day feeling really good, and then the next day feeling like really crappy about it, and almost self-doubting yourself and saying, I haven't accomplished anything up to this point. I'm still as miserable as I was before, or things are just still as bad. But then the next day you pull yourself through it, and you know what? You're teeter-tottering. It's okay. You're getting it. You're getting it. It's not an easy time, so don't be hard on yourself. It's not an easy time, so don't be hard on yourself. Now, this is a really interesting, your future energy. You have the thinking woman and the owl. The owl, what do we associate with the owl, right? Like very wise, intelligent. And with the thinking woman, I think that's kind of cool that they both came out together. I think you're going to have that balance. I really do. I really see that coming for you here. The thinking woman is very grounded. She holds, what is she holding in the other hand? It's like a scroll. So she holds a lot of information, and she holds access. She's also really able to access a lot of information, and not just information about, you know, the things around her, like Google this, Google that. No, it's like really knowing about yourself and understanding how, why you feel the way you do about certain situations and circumstances, how you've reacted in the past, and how you feel now. Like I really feel a maturing going on in this. And the butterfly is really beautiful. Like it's kind of ushering in this gentle little cycle change here. Okay, so I'm going to keep pulling out cards. I'm going to pull tarot cards here. I want to get 3 for each little section, and then I will clarify those as well. I feel like the anxiety is outside of you. There's something outside of you beyond your control that you are anxious about, which, well, I think that's probably pretty common. So I don't know how relevant it is to state it, but it does feel like, and it might be how someone else is behaving or reacting or not reacting or communicating or not communicating is causing you anxiety. So let's see what we get here. Wow. Oh my. It's really windy here today if you're hearing like background noise. The Eight of Pentacles is at the bottom. Working hard. This person has worked hard enough to protect themselves for a rainy day, though, I feel, too. You know, the whole idea of, yeah, like putting something away for a rainy day, and here's the rainy day. And that could be taken in two different ways, right? It could be taken as, you know, like your money, your funds, like you've put a little bit away to have a cushion, and this is a good time for cushion. And also looking after yourself, like what I'm seeing here with this door to personal healing and happiness. So the tarot cards that came out for the past, we have the Justice card, the Hermit card, and the Four of Wands. What's really interesting about these cards is the order that they came out in and the direction that the energies are facing. This is a specific message. It feels like in the past you were probably going through some sort of a breakup in a relationship. And I'm getting that because the Hermit, which is a very retrospective, you know, introspective energy, really looking in on oneself and really finding oneself again. And it is a solo mission. And this Hermit is moving towards justice and away from the Four of Wands. So that Hermit, it's a solo mission. You don't do that with anybody but yourself, the Hermit. And the Hermit is moving towards justice. And justice can be about balance. When justice comes out with anything to do with, you know, partnership, if this was the Hierophant as well, the Lovers, it just signifies that there's probably some sort of either a separation or a legal divorce in a relationship. And this is something, you know, the Shark is a heavy energy. The Shark is a very heavy energy. It's something that had to be looked at and eventually came to the surface here and it was looked at. And I want to say that I think if this is resonating with you, it feels like this was your choice. It feels like that this was your choice. I feel like you're the Hermit in this energy. Now, so it's interesting to see how long ago this is. It could play out differently for quite a few of you. Because now in our present energy, we have the King of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like in your present energy, there's someone new here. And in the past, you may have been dealing with either a Libra or Virgo, or I want to say a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This King of Pentacles is very much, I mean, you could say it's any of the earth signs. I get heavy Capricorn and almost just as heavy Taurus. from this card. And it could be Virgo, take it as you will, but for me, I get more Capricorn, all the coins, and Taurus. I feel a bit like you're trying to get this going with this Ace of Wands and this Ace of Pentacles. A really nice sort of solid start again to this, but the patience card is here, like you've got to be patient. So there might be some sort of physical separation going on about this right now as well. The energy is really solid and really grounded though. I think as soon as I start clarifying, I'm going to clarify the anxiety in the hyena card before anything else, because everything else seems like fairly clear. I was looking at it like, I'm not sure what the problem is with doing a reading. Now, for your future, you're getting the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the World card. Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the World card for the future here. You're going to be juggling something. I feel like something is coming in for you, like either some sort of offer or information, opportunity. And you're going to feel defensive, and I think you're going to feel defensive just because you're not sure if you can manage this with other things that you have. But it's moving you into this big cycle change, like the world. You're coming into a big cycle change here. That also seems to be kind of a repeat theme for a lot of the other signs right now. It was, well, big cycle change. This is all leading up. It feels like this is really leading up. Everything that's going on right now is really leading up into big cycle changes here. I really want to, you know, I'm going to a completely different tarot deck actually. I really feel like this anxiety. Aha, and the hyena. Now I see. The underline, someone is not letting you rest. The card's behind your underline. Okay, so we have the anxiety card, and then behind it we have rest and rejuvenation. So as I was looking at these, I couldn't help but feel like this was you, and then this was some sort of outside source, some sort of outside energy that was affecting you. I really think that now. I think this is you really trying to be grounded and calm and continue with that healing that you were doing in the past. Continue with it. Now this is quite interesting. So what's sitting behind the hyena? But is the vulture, but the vulture's upside down. The vulture's in reverse. The vulture card, when it's like this, I mean, I don't typically read reversals, but when sometimes it's just a message and I need to take it. So when the vulture, I typically receive the vulture, it's about clearing energies associated with some sort of past cycle. And it's clearing those energies so that your new cycle can have a clean, fresh start without any of the toxic energy left over from the previous cycle. Okay? So if you are dealing with a relationship that ended and there's a new one here that's about to begin, I feel like energy or the person from the relationship that ended is not letting go fully. Somehow, like, I don't know, sending you a text, it just came into my head, like sending you a text and they know when to push the button and how to push the button. And it's like they're doing that. And it's preventing this vulture energy from coming like it's, yeah, because this should be like this. No. The hyena is, you know, not, they're playing two sides of a table here. So yeah, I didn't even have to pull tarot cards, I just need to look behind. But let's get more information about the hyena. We get more information about the hyena. The Nine of Cups, I want to see where else this goes. The Nine of Cups. The hyena is definitely blocking a new beginning. Okay, so the three that came out are the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and is it the Page or the Queen? No, the Queen of Wands. Yeah, what I see here is you used to make this person really happy. At some point, you were probably happy with them too, but then that was cut out with the Ten of Swords, like the end came. The end came, And look at you. Aren't you just so great? You are. You know, singing your own song, having your independence, being really, like, just the hyena is seeing you as being really successful in who you are. Really embracing yourself and your creative aspects, and really just singing your beautiful song and being noticed. The hyena doesn't like that. Because you used to bring the hyena happiness, and that all ended here with the Ten of Swords. So they're not, yeah, that hyena energy. Okay, so you with the anxiety here. See what we can get with your anxiety. With the Ten of Wands, right? So that's the first one that's come out. You've got to drop a burden here. There might be something in your power to fully close off this connection. The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. You do need, oh, and the Fool. Perhaps this hyena is stopping you from moving towards what you feel is this new connection. This King of Pentacles. Because what's come out with this Ten of Wands is the Queen of Pentacles and the Fool card. I feel like you recognize yourself as a really good counterpart with whoever this is, because that's what they are. The King and Queen of Pentacles are ideal counterparts for each other. But there's a burden here. It's not taking the leap of faith, and perhaps it's from this hyena energy from the past that's holding you back on that. You could just tell them to screw off and leave you alone. Or just don't answer or block. Like, their energy is affecting you. And it is an outside source that shouldn't be, doesn't need to be, because you're doing really good things for yourself right now. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles. Let yourself start from the beginning here. Start fresh, start new. Learn about who you are without this past energy influencing you. Allow yourself the privilege to know you again, right? Like if you've come out of some sort of relationship from the past, that you had to make a choice to get out of it because it obviously didn't have anything to do with happiness and healing. You had to leave it to enter that doorway. And you have a right. You owe it to yourself to explore who you are. And if you really feel some sort of connection here with this King of Pentacles energy, you've got an Ace of Wands and an Ace of Pentacles. There's a lot of passion and desire here. There's really, with the Ace of Pentacles, there is the potential for this to start on a really solid, legit, realistic foundation. All right, how is this shark connected with the hyena? I feel like they're the same. Like, these are both creepy little predators, aren't they? I shouldn't do that. I'm giving them a bad rap. But, if we just look at the predatory, they're just acting on an animal instinct, okay? And they're actually really good at what they do. The shark hasn't changed its evolution in millions of years because it's perfect. It's freaking perfect. It's like the crocodile, man. Like, you don't need to fix something that's perfect in terms of how it functions in nature. And the hyena, well, I watched some videos where, like, a group of hyenas will take down a small group of lionesses. Or even like a lion. There was like a full-grown male lion. He got separated from his pride, and there was like 5 or 6 hyenas were coming in to get him, and he was like in trouble. He was in trouble because these guys, their jaws will break bone. They're pretty powerful, but if a human being is taking on these energies, that's not very good. It's not very good. So let's compare it that way. I don't want to give the animals a bad rap. They get too many bad raps from people already. It's when people take on the animalistic nature of that for their own gain, to manipulate you or get what they want. So how is the shark connected to the hyena here? I'm also getting the message that this hyena could also be, they're part of an ending you had with the Death card. Perhaps it's a Scorpio too that you're dealing with in this, but they are part of the ending, but they don't want it to end. I'm also getting a message about this hyena may not specifically be the shark from the past, but it could be someone related to the shark. Could be like a mother from the shark, or sounds so weird, a sibling, a mutual friend, somebody that's just, block them out. Don't let them do that to you. Let's see the bee. This is a beautiful little energy. You are so sweet. You are. You're so sweet, and you're going to bring in honey for you. You're going to bring in a honey. Like, look at that. You're the focus of attention you should be. Because if you've done such great work on yourself up to this point, don't let them pull you into their energy, right? When someone is in a very negative energy, they don't like to see someone who is with them in that, now doing really good. It's like, oh, because then it kind of makes them have to look at things they might not want to look at. So maybe they were in a shitty energy because they were with me. Well, how does that make me look with my friends, right? Like they get all even shittier until they kind of go in and do the work that you did and say, hey, I know what maybe part I played in this, and I've learned from it. I'm ready to release it. I'm ready to grow again. The bee. Yeah, see, you are. You're just fabulous. You're so fabulous. You got the Judgment card and the star for your bee energy. I'm telling you, you're great. You're doing good stuff. You are shining. You are rebirthing here. You're having a beautiful rebirth and you're shining. You're balancing your energy so that your dreams can come true. Don't let this underlying energy affect you. Please don't. Get a restraining order if you need to, because you're doing good. This whole reading is really good, except that ugly underlying. I can feel it like on me and in my shoulders. I don't like it at all for you. King of Pentacles. Let's hear a little bit more about this King of Pentacles. He's a little slow moving. He wants to bring new justice to you. Oh, and he wants victory. He's an earth sign, so he's going to be slow. Or at least he's playing out in earth energy. Look, we have the King of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, and we do have the Justice card again, but it feels like a different energy. It feels like, well, this is now your new one. There you go. Now you have number 2 or number 3 or number 4, how many numbers you've gone through up to this point. What kind of justice? I mean, we have the Libra, it is a Libra, but we have justice twice, really. Justice and triumph, I want to say. Victory. With these two cards sitting together. It's slow. It's going to take... Oh, wow. The 6 of... Oh, I just asked what kind of justice he wants to bring. You know what? I think this King of Pentacles really wants you to cut out this person from the past. Yeah, that's the justice they would really like to see for you, is to cut that person out from the past. That person's energy is still affecting this new connection. The 2 of Pentacles in your future. The King of Swords. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. There's a lot of Libra energy here, huh? With the Justice card twice, and now the King and Queen of Swords. Okay, let's get more on this King of Pentacles with the the King of Swords with the 2 of Pentacles. Person won't let go. I feel like the swords, the King and Queen of Swords, are being are representation of this person from the past that this new person would like you to really cut out. Because we have the 5, like we've got this King of Swords now with the 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. This is a representation, or no, sorry, this is clarifying this 2 of Pentacles that is in your future, that does have you thinking, the thinking woman with the owl, remember? I feel like this person from your past is going to come forward with try to come up with a new way to come out of the cold with you. They're trying to get out of the cold. This 5 of Pentacles energy. They've been cut out. You know, you did. It looks like you got them out of there. They're not letting go. Yeah, because then you're the 9 of Wands. You're defensive about it. I'm going to pull you out an advice card too, but let's get clarification on the 9 of Wands. But then you move into the world, which is a new cycle. I think you've done the right work on yourself, that you are going to be okay with Oh, that's a really good, yeah, I like the cards that came out for that. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah, okay. So for this Nine of Wands, the first two cards that came out were the Hanged Man and the Temperance card. Again, right? And what did I say? This Patience card is like the Temperance card for me. This is your present. This is your key. If you can keep saying to yourself, I am temperance, I am patience, I am temperance, I am patience. Because with this Nine of Wands, when this person tries to kind of figure out a way to get back out of, get in out of the cold with you, re-strategize and how they can get themselves back into your life. Showing here, you know, it's going to make you defensive. It's going to ruffle your feathers. I really thought I was done with this, but the Hanged Man, you know, just give yourself some time. And Temperance, you just almost don't even reply. Don't even engage the energy. Just be patient, because if you do that, then we get the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the High Priestess. You are doing like, they ain't gonna touch you. That's your energy. You know, once this person ruffles your feathers and maybe you decide, you know, I'm gonna shoot them back an email, or I'm gonna give them a call, or I'm gonna do this, or if it affects you, how you feel emotionally, it's almost as if to say, just let it go. And just know that it's not physically, hopefully it's not physically touching you. It shouldn't be. And allow yourself the patience to allow those feelings to eventually work out and go. You don't have to engage, don't engage this person, because then you very quickly move yourself into the Nine of Pentacles, which is the single card. You're single. You got it. You have what you wanted. You have your freedom. You're looking good. You're looking after yourself. You have everything you need. All your needs are met, and you look wonderful. And then we have this High Priestess energy here. Hello, Cancer. Really, really being an intuitive, like, goddess, God, however this resonates with you. And you will see things that you did not see before. You will know things that you did not know before. Things will become very, very clear to you. And then there we go. And then that's how you end up in this brand new cycle, the world. And it's moving you into a cycle that is unlike any cycle that you've been in before. And there could be opportunities for travel when things get better. Exploring your world, definitely exploring your world. Is there anything else I wanted to clear? I don't think so. The bottom is the Four of Pentacles. You know what? You just hold tight. Just hold tight. You hang on to those pentacles, because the Eight of Pentacles, you saved up for a rainy day here, and that was ideal. Look at the split. I'm going to ask you for advice. I got the Four of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. That King of Pentacles, it feels like there's some sort of future there with this. If it's resonating with you, that's the new energy. It doesn't have to be an earth sign. It's just someone who's very, probably, I want to say older than you, and if not in physical years, very mature. This is a very mature, stable, grounded, successful individual that's, you know, they've gotten where they have gotten through hard work. Whether they were born with opportunity or not, they still work for what they got, for what they have. Really finding my grammar is getting bad. Spending my days with a 10-year-old and a dog. I don't know what else to talk to. I'm gonna have to find an app to strengthen my adult vocabulary. Okay, advice for Cancer. Advice for Cancer here. Ooh, the Page of Swords. You collect all the information. You just watch. Just watch and learn as much as you can. You don't need to share that information. You have it. Anything else to go with that Page of Swords? Someone may also be watching you, but this is advice for you. That's a lot of cards. It's a lot of advice. Oh, it's so, oh my God. Wow. I just pulled it, the 5 cards just fell out. You could not have asked for a better spread of cards. You could not have asked for a better spread of cards, Cancer. The 10 of Cups, the Four of Wands, the King of Wands, the Sun card, and the Star. Wowzers. Oh my gosh. I just want to get this King of Wands. I feel like it's connected to your King of Pentacles actually, because the Star is there. You're looking like the Star and the Sun. Wish fulfillment beyond, and it's wish fulfillment to a point where you're in an energy with the Star beside the Sun, where you're gonna manifest more than you could imagine. Like whatever your dream is for yourself up to this point, when you hit that dream, it's like opening avenues that you never imagined. It's pretty amazing energy here. You're gonna have your happy ending. You're really on your way to a happy ending, Cancer. That's awesome. The Five of Swords is at the bottom. You just walk away from that hyena shark. We don't need no hyena shark in Cancer's energy. Wow, that was great. Thanks, guys. That reading was quite interesting, and it looks really like such a happy ending for you. I love it. And I hope I know sometimes people are like, Cindy, you gotta give us the dirt. I did give you some of the dirt. There's a dirty person here. But if you just stay in your lane and you do your thing, you're gonna have really good stuff. So that's just the way. Life is meant to be that way for people. And I think I just happen to draw people to my channel that kind of know that and are practicing the things they need to practice to get to their happy ending. And you guys would be very successful at it. So, all right. Thank you so much, guys. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.